Joining me here. This is Reza Blade. You've come to my channel, and today what I'll be doing for you is a project I call Pumpkins in the Boneyard. I went ahead and combined 3 different challenges for one day. It was pumpkins and orange and purple, and it was also a third one, graveyards, of course. Now here you see I've had to speed this up so fast to get it onto YouTube because the video was horrendously long. It is an advanced manicure. That you see me doing my decal here, which is from the Pueen Halloween Party 01 plate. And I believe if it keeps it in the condition when it produces it and uploads it to YouTube, you'll see some skipping, you'll see some frozen images. I'm hoping it won't be that much, so I apologize in advance. But I am new and I am just mastering this, and this is the first time I've gotten an app to actually even let me clip out clips, so this is really good. So as you can see, I have painted all my nails white in preparation for the ombre, except for the one that I'm going to do the decal on, and I correct that in a little bit. But I just wanted to say, those of you who've been watching my videos know that I have an autoimmune condition that doesn't allow me to wear nail polish, but I am obsessed with it. So I have a lot of false nails, and I try to do a set every day. I am not always able to, but I do try to do a lot of them. It is truly my passion. So you see I'm making the actual pumpkins here. Orange. This is a Frankenpolish that I made with Cloud 9 from Sinful Colors, and Courtney Orange, and whatever that Sally Hansen Extreme is, that's just pure white like white sparkle or sheer sparkle. That's such a fun polish to work with, and that has gone in there quite a bit of that. And those are the 3 things in that Frankenpolish, if you wanted to throw some together yourself. I'm still going at it here with the smaller brush. There's going to be a second coat a little later on, and I'm going to do that with a larger brush from the actual polish. Don't mind my hand there. I have most of my supplies past my recording space, so it's doing its thing. I'm just either using nail polish remover or cleaning a brush or something else. So this is fun. It went in a weird order. And then it went back to me coloring. Okay, well, at least I'm doing the green now. So I don't know what happened in the video right there, but I'm entertained, so I hope you're entertained. So I am coloring the leaves a little more carefully than the pumpkins. The edges are pretty rough, and I want to get them exact because I don't know if most of you are like me, but if I get one little thing wrong on a decal, like I get one thing outside the line and I can't remove it with my fingernail or something, boom, I start over. So, and if you guys heard that, that was my little kitty, Artax. Here we have blank space is what I see. Oh, thank heaven. Oh, I was really hoping we wouldn't have that, and that it wasn't caused by Artax, although he's a troublemaker. He's a Russian blue, and he's pretty little, and he's the best hunter in the world. But now that I've told you about Artax, and I'm still working on this darn decal, I can go ahead and tell you about his brothers. We have Atreyu, who is Artax's brother. They are twins from the same litter. They look exactly alike, except that Atreyu is a little chunky, and Atreyu will cuddle with your face for hours and hours. Gozer was the first one we adopted, and he's part Maine Coon, and he is probably the most attractive cat that I've seen in a long time. He's a beautiful boy, but he is a little standoffish. He does love his back rub, though. So if I ever get to the point where you guys get to see my face, I'm sure you're going to meet the boys. They are pretty special to me. So here I'm looking through. I hope I give you a look. There we go. To make sure that decal's looking all right. I'm moving on from the decal now. Let me let you know which polishes I'm using for the ombre. We've got black on black, and this is all Sinful Colors stuff. Black on black, Let's Talk, is that purple color. That's a beautiful color. That's Lie-Lac that I'm holding in my hand there. Love that color. Probably need a backup on that one. Sinful Colors are one of the best quality polishes I have personally used, and they're only usually $1.99 each. So this is Cloud 9. That one I'm running out of too. And that's In Your Elemental. That's from those Neon Pastels collection from the summer. That was a great collection. If you have a chance or you find them on clearance or anything, you got to get them all. They are fabulous, fabulous. So at some point, I'm actually going to be placing the decal here. I've already put my, when I'm doing decals, I use a base top coat called, nope, I'm talking about a totally different thing here now, because I am going to be doing the ombres. So I'm putting those colors in that order that I gave you there. The first coat I'm doing all of the colors. The black took so much, and the purple, that when I did the second coat, I just did the bottom colors because it worked out better that way. So I think I only show you a couple of these ombres because it's a tiring process to watch. I just use the foam pad. It's the same thing I do every time. Here we go. This is my second coat, and you can see how much quicker I can apply all of that now that the details have been filled in on that decal. Now I'm gonna put some Wet n Wild over it and let it dry, and pretty soon you'll see me place that decal. It's a little different process on a prosthetic nail than it is on a real nail. I personally find it easier on real nails because I can work with my cuticle and a cuticle stick, an horn stick to get the space around it taken off. But I pretty much have to use scissors and acetone on the prosthetic nails. So that can be a little delicate project. So here's what I'm doing. You may think this is just way too anal retentive, but I've got these this stamp that I'm going to apply from the Gothic 4 MoYou plate, and the eyes, it's a reverse image, so the eyes have to be put down in neon before you stamp on the black. So I'm doing the ombre a little bit different on this finger. I've got the sky, but I have that neon down there so that I can do the eyes. But I measured it with a sewing implement. And then the space between the two little spikes on the end there is going to tell me what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. So you'll see me do that a little bit later. That's probably the finger. That's the thumb. That's the one I'm the most proud of, I think. So let's see, what am I doing here? Oh, this is me top coating everything. So after the best thing to do on an ombre, well, on anything before you stamp, but it really helps on ombres, is to put a nice top coat on it. It smooths everything out. It makes everything look just magic. It's a really great thing. So this particular top coat I'm using is Sèche Vite because it's not my final top coat. My final top coat, I usually use HK Girl, although if I don't get some more of that pretty soon, it'll be Sèche Vite again, which is unfortunate. I really love HK Girl. Okay, so here we go. I'm using LA Colors combination base coat, top coat on this white nail here. And I just need to let it dry for 2 or 3 minutes. And then I put down my decal, and it acts like a glue. It is such a sticky, long drying process. I guess it makes it a bad top base coat, but you know what? It makes it great for me when I do decals because it's only $1. It's at the Dollar Tree. Anybody can find it. It's super reliable for me. It's my, what do they say, ride or die? It's my ride or die. So now here's the, I don't know if I really go into the process because I have cut a lot from this video. Yeah, you see me using the acetone to get that folded down, attach it to the underside of the nail. And then there is some white space underneath the decal that's actually visible on the nail, and I'm going to paint that over with black on a tiny, tiny detail brush. And you'll see that coming up in a minute too. We have frozen images again. The Elamelon that you see me put there on that disc, I tried that first and that did not work out for me. I thought I cut all of that out. You guys weren't supposed to see this big mistake that I make. But I go back and I fix it and I put the black because that looks so much better. It's like, who sees that color behind a patch of pumpkins? Nobody sees that color. But at night, black behind a patch of pumpkins, that's a color. That's fine. Let me go over that Elamelon on screen so you could prove I did it. The pictures of this manicure at the end, because I went so over in time that I didn't even have time to pop these puppies on and show you. But they're best on my Instagram. So this actually took me a number of times to figure out this particular stamp, and I'm so proud that I made it. So I ended up doing this, those eyes there from that Gothic 4. And I had to do it a very specific way. I really wish you could see the bottom of the frame. I was not aware that I was out of frame for so much of this. And then I need just the gravestones on top of the eyes. So you'll see me trying and trying and trying. Hopefully I've taken out some of those tries. This took me so long. But those gravestones should be ready here in a minute. You know, I really am clearly very new at this editing thing because I thought I cut this out. I really do. So, can we see? Can we see? I think I need to adjust my lights too. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And of course, constructive criticism here is always welcome. Please don't be mean, but I am a beginner, but I'm trying to do these for you. I'm gonna do a lot of reviews. But do you want to see more of these fancy manicures? And I promise I'll get the camera closer. I had some advice not to zoom in. I think I shouldn't have taken that advice. I think you guys could see a lot better. And there's me touching up the little blank spots on those eyes thing. And my cat is trying to electrocute himself. Just a second. Please stop that. Thank you. Okay, so now, what am I doing here? Okay, so I'm doing the pinky. The pinky plan is a graveyard, and I'm clearly applying that now, and then a moon and some clouds. So this is HDO4, this plate from AliExpress. And oh no, we have another surprise pause from me decompressing this so far. I think that's the word. Please. So then I do the moon. Let's see. Yeah, I had to fill in the very bottom there to cover the bottom of that nail. There we go. We see me putting on the moon, and the moon has a face. It's got a moon and a face. And the clouds are in gray, and you can scarcely see them, but that's kind of how I wanted it. I didn't want much to detract from the moon and the graves, and I thought I should add something, but not really much, because it is, after all, a tiny little pinky. And I do have tiny little pinkies. So, getting all those out of the way. Let me know if you like these prosthetics better than the zombie fingers. I'm pretty sure everybody hates the zombie fingers. If you don't know what I mean by zombie fingers, okay, well, let me stop talking there. You can answer that question in the comments. But oh gosh, right after I pointed to the hanged man. So there is another finger that is a hanged man and some graves. And I showed him to you just before it froze. So that is done, and you can see that over there on the far left. So far, I have 4 nails done, and I'm just working on the 5th. So the plan on the 5th is a tree, and at the base of the tree, we've got some pumpkin, giant pumpkin action, and maybe a grave or two. So I'm kind of deciding that as I go. I tried to stamp it all together, but it didn't work, and now we have a totally black screen while I talk to you. I tried to stamp them all together, but it didn't work, so I went ahead, and that's the tree that I'm stamping there, and I just stamped the pumpkin, you can see. And then the green stem at the top, I do that by hand. That's probably what I'm reaching for, is the detail paintbrush. I do that freehand. I'm really terrible at freehand, so I try to avoid doing as much freehand as possible. So I got the details I needed to get, and then you'll see me stamp a couple more things onto this particular nail, and those will be the graves that go right next to that pumpkin. And we're coming up close to the end here. Trying to wonder any product details I missed. All of my stampers are from AliExpress or from eBay, and I love every single one of them. One of them, the rose one, I broke during a video. Oh, here we go. So I'm done, and I'm top coating these with HK Girl here now. And this is the best final look you get in this video. And at the very end, I've pasted in some mediocre photos. The best photos you're going to find are going to be on at Reza, REZA _Blade, BLADE on Instagram. And you're going to see that.